Hey guys, Brent Campbell again. I gotta say, it's a rough time of year to be a car enthusiast. I finally got the bill for all the work done on both my M3 and the M5 this year, which means I can now dive into the details for what needed doing here. I made videos a couple years ago detailing their maintenance history, so I'll be making an update for both before too long. I figure about 85% of that bill, uncharacteristically, was for the M3. And the reason why? A healthy chunk of it went to paying for the SMG to manual swap that we did at JC Auto, which, according to Haggerty, increases its value by 25%, although there are purists among us who would prefer just to have one that came manual from the factory. Truth be told, they're basically the same transmission. It's just that the computer controls the SMG and your foot and right hand control it with a manual, which of course is way better in terms of experience, but the computer shifts faster than you and I ever could. Yeah, being able to shift your own gears, it's a game changer for sure. I spent some time a few weeks ago with my mechanic Joe discussing the work. There's a lot, and I think it's fascinating, and figure you guys will think it is too. Joe and I agreed that I'd come back after the new year and we'd really get into it. It'll be a fun chat as Joe knows his stuff and he does a good job explaining how these machines work. No big surprise though, I gotta change my stance on M3 maintenance costs. You know, given my previous comments and experiences. Though my opinion on it hasn't really changed that much, I still think they're a great value. If these cars is what you value, and obviously you and I both do. So long as you warm them up before you drive them hard and do the maintenance on them, they'll run forever. But maintaining them is no small feat. It helps if you're a competent mechanic, which I most definitely am not. Yes, OEM M parts are expensive, yet these cars hold their value in a way that most cars don't. And of course, they're just brilliant machines and gorgeous to look at. So after owning and looking after this M3 11 plus years and the M5 more than 8, between the two, I've had them for about 20 years total. And I can confirm that they are indeed expensive to maintain. And since I baby them and put the miles and wear and tear on them sparingly, that's no doubt saved me too. I'm approaching them with a very long timeline. There are no other cars that I can imagine wanting to have, especially at this point. The new cars just don't hold much of an appeal to me. So my plan is just to take good care of them, improve them over time, and maybe when I'm a really old man and can no longer drive them, I'll find somebody who will appreciate them and take them off my hands. Or maybe my daughters will want them, but we'll see about that one. Now, having said that, what's a new car cost? You're gonna pay 80 to 90 grand and more for a new M3. And sure, they are crazy fast and capable, but like I said, they hold very little appeal to me. This car is plenty fast. I don't need more speed. I need more road feel. I need something that I turn around and look at when I walk away from it. And sorry, but that new M3, never gonna do that for me. Or say a new GR Corolla, which is all the buzz right now, they go for 40 to 50 grand, and I think that's even before dealership markups. For a Corolla, a very capable Corolla, probably quicker off the line than this one. May even grip better, but it's a Corolla. I paid $24,000 for my M3 11 years ago, and it's worth more now than I paid for it then after putting 50,000 miles on it. Do new cars depreciate? Yes, of course they do. I'm sure I'm not the first person to tell you that. Typically, they depreciate at about 15% per year, or about 40% over 3 years. M3s tend to depreciate until they hit the bottom of their depreciation curve about 10 years in, and then everyone wants one, and well-maintained examples become hard to find. I gotta wonder how well these newer ones will age in terms of styling, appeal, and their electronics. But the first 4 generations of M3s are all timeless and appealing for various reasons. I mean, really, how long will these new techno-laden cars stay roadworthy after the electronics inevitably start acting up? It seems a few years down the line, there'll be more trouble than they're worth. So what's the lesson here? Owning and looking after a car is expensive. Always has been. But it's way more expensive now than it used to be, and that's a tough pill to swallow. That said, for enthusiasts, makes driving and maintaining an M car seem like not that bad a proposition, relatively speaking. Anyway, we'll get into that. Also, I'll see my brother next week and drive his M2 CS, maybe his Slingshot too. I hope to get some good footage. He always likes doing these videos with me, as you guys know. Also, I went to B&H in Manhattan on Thursday, and I treated myself, and you, ultimately, to a drone and a GoPro for Christmas. I can't wait to see what kind of footage I can get with them. Anyway, happy holidays, guys. Have a happy new year. See you in 2023.